on the American Weekly Honor Roll this week. Whenever you guys are ready.
Stephan, you talked about get the first conference win under your belt. Was it something that just kind of a bit of a relief that you guys were striving so long for?
Yeah, of course, the first win after losing a couple games straight, that was a big relief. And then we trying to use that now as momentum, knowing that we could win possibly more games in this conference and then keep building from there.
That's obviously a confidence boost for the team.
Yeah, especially like our younger guys, that's definitely a confidence boost.
You're going to play your third game in 6 days, plus travel. How you guys holding up?
As far as practice, they're mostly like focusing on detail as far as the scouting report and things like that. So we've been having like more time to relax our legs, get ready for the next game.
Speaking of the scouting report, looking at Memphis, a lot of dribble drive, a lot of ISO, and that guard Jeremiah Martin's pretty dynamic. What are you seeing when you look at him on video?
Looking at him, he's a good guard that can score the ball. Gets a lot of buckets in transition. And as far as the rest of the guys, we know they're like a more drive-oriented team. So we're going to focus more on keeping the ball in front.
Where do you think this team has made the most progress over the season?
Say that again?
Where do you think the team's made the most progress over the season?
Most progress, as far as still building that trust, playing together, believing in one another, and really pretty much just having each other back, especially on the defensive end.
How much fun have you been having lately? Congrats on the honor roll. I mean, you're scoring some points. You played 40 minutes and didn't commit a turnover the other day. How things going for you personally?
Things are going pretty good. I believe I'm getting into the groove of it now. But I didn't do a good job taking care of the ball last game. I had 4, I think. And as far as that, I'm just feeding off my teammates, making shots when they come, not forcing things, just letting it come to me.
Speaking of making shots, I think you've made more three-pointers so far this season than at any time in your career, and are shooting a higher percentage from the perimeter. Is that just a product of the offense, or is it something else that you've been working on after practice?
Yeah, I would say both, the offense and as far as me making shots, like my motto is like you shoot 1,000 to make 1. So like in the summer I shot thousands just to make them 3 or 4 threes in the game. So that's what all that work is just paying off as far as me making shots and getting those numbers. But as far as the offense, like I'm put in good spots where I could just, get open shots, make the shot.
Was it a big deal for you guys to eclipse last year's win total? Was that kind of one of your benchmarks that you guys are trying to achieve this year, and as you're making that step forward towards a playoff team or a postseason team?
Yeah, well, our original goal was to flip the record. So they were 7-23, we want to go 23-7. But of course we still beat the 7 wins, but we still got, I believe, 9+ more games including the playoffs. So we're trying to, win most of those games, if not all of them.
Anything else for Stephan? All right. Got time.
Thanks,